Hi, welcome to Psychologies. I'm Harriet Boyson, barefoot coach, founder of Bright Rebel Coaching, and creator of this How to Recognise Seasonal Affective Disorder coaching program. In this short video, you'll learn how to recognise if seasonal affective disorder may be affecting your life. This is week 1 of 4, so why not stick around for weeks 2, 3 and 4. You can subscribe to Psychologies to access the full course, which includes weekly coaching workbooks for in-depth coaching. Subscribe via the link in this video. If you're already a subscriber, just head over to the Psychologies website and look for the Life Leap Clubs page and register or sign in. Today we're going to start with a quick overview about what seasonal affective disorder is and then go through some questions that will enable you to tell whether or not this is something that's affecting you and your life. I suggest grabbing a notebook, writing down your answers. They're all in a yes-no format, but also take some time to reflect on what that yes or no answer actually means to you. So we'll start off with seasonal affective disorder and what it is. It's a type of depression that is exemplified by changes in your mood and energy consistent with the changes in season. And although we generally think of it very much as something that just happens in autumn and into winter, there's actually a type of SAD that also affects sufferers in the spring and the summer. SAD affects around 1 to 2% of the population, and you're more at risk of being affected by it if you live more than 30 degrees from the equator, because that's where we see the most variation in our seasons. If you're female, if you're aged 18 to 30. Even though it does tend to affect more women than men, if you're a man, you might see more severe symptoms. So it is normal for our mood and our energy levels to fluctuate throughout the year. But SAD is typified by more than just a little bit of low energy and a little bit of low mood when the weather changes. Persistent low energy and persistent low mood is a really good indicator that SAD might be something that's affecting you. And the best way to assess that is to track it. So why not over the next 4 weeks as we go through this course, track your energy and your mood, because a persistent low score could indicate that this is something you might consider getting help with. I'm also going to give you a couple of questions now. If you answer yes to most of these, then SAD could be something that's affecting you now. So do you feel depressed most of the day or nearly every day as the weather changes? So depression isn't just, I feel a tiny bit down. It is persistent and it is consistent. Are you losing interest in activities that you usually enjoy? So you know how you usually enjoy spending your time. Are you just losing interest in that and not doing it? Are your energy levels decreasing as the cooler and the wetter months are setting in? So you're not necessarily going to have exactly the same energy throughout the year, but are you noticing a real trend and a pattern that you have far less energy? Do you have problems oversleeping? This could be typified by really struggling to get going first thing in the morning. So it might be struggling to get out of bed. It might be struggling to get going once you're out of bed. And you just see that this is really much more difficult for you in the months that you're affected by SAD. Do you notice a change in appetite? For spring sufferers of SAD, changes in appetite are usually associated with wanting to eat less and therefore seeing weight loss. For autumnal sufferers, what you see is an increase in appetite and specifically an increase in cravings for things like carbs and sugary foods. And of course, that comes with an increase in weight. Do you feel more irritable, agitated or sluggish in the autumnal months? So just talking about generally feeling out of sorts, feeling agitated, feeling irritated by people. And finally, do you have more difficulty concentrating? You might notice this more in your work environment. Is it taking you longer to get through things? At home, you might notice that you struggle to concentrate on things that you usually like to do, and that might be, watching a complicated film, doing a crossword, or following a recipe. If you answer yes to most of those questions, then it could be that SAD is a factor for you. Join me next week and we will talk about how you can tell if it's SAD or just usual mood changes.